From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll change the look. On first down, Thomas. And this is caught by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Thomas. And that is incomplete.
That's called by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Thomas. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Thomas will look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Legero Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A run by Pacheco on second down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
From the 44, Thomas. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score,
Thomas on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Thomas. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good with finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. Strong defense, something that nobody needed to rely on quickly all the time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Chiefs 6.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now they'll shift things around. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. And 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
On 3rd and 2, Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Here's Thomas throwing on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to
and as you would expect, still making progress here in the 2nd season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his back end.
Throwing on first down, but this one rides up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, Hardman, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal winner.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of the young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes quickly hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Butker on for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. One away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one of the folks on the tape is able to shoot from that.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Thomas. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Vikings 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left to give to Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop
one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Back to throw again. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Thomas out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Thomas now. From the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it was now 8 between last week and this week.
She's the captain there. I didn't worry about them checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. second down and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 58 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the 24, Thomas. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And now here is another interception. A solid stiff arm. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these